Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are going to be going over the current deals on Amazon Canada for products that I use. We're talking about cameras and lenses and storage options and drones, so we're going to be jumping into all of that. All the links that you see below are affiliate links, so if you want to support the channel, just click those, and if you end up buying anything, I get a small little kickback, so thank you in advance for that. Alright, so I have organized a list for everyone, and on this channel we mostly talk about Sony cameras, so let's start first with Sony camera bodies, and I have a couple to talk about. So the first one is the Sony a7 III is on sale right now. It's 2,298 Canadian dollars. Yes, it's an older camera, but I can still highly recommend in 2022 or as we enter 2023. It's an amazing first camera for a lot of people. And when I say first camera, I mean like first professional camera. Like a Sony ZV-E10 would be perfect if you're just getting into it. But if you want a more professional line, the Sony a7 III currently still does the trick, and I use the Sony a7 IV. I love it. I like both these cameras because they're hybrid cameras, and I have used the Sony a7 III, and I can highly recommend that camera. All right, next camera I want to talk about is the Sony ZV-1. So I owned this camera for the majority of 2022, and I absolutely found it incredible for specifically video. And if you have like a vlogger channel or you're just getting into YouTube, I think it really is the most ideal camera. Now there is the ZV-1F that just came out and it's cheaper, but don't let that fool you. It's a little bit more stripped back, and I do like the features on the ZV-1, so I can highly recommend that. And this here is a Sony a5000. I just use it as a backup camera. The only reason I did get rid of my ZV-1 is because it doesn't have a interchangeable lens on it, so that's the only thing I didn't like about that camera, but I can highly recommend it, and I think it's a pretty good deal right now. Next up, let's talk a little bit about lenses. And as you guys know on the channel, or maybe it's your first time here, but Tamron and Sigma lenses, I really am an advocate for third-party lenses. So with that, there is a Sigma wide-angle option on sale right now that I think is a pretty good deal. So it is the Sigma 14-24 constant f2.8 that comes in at $13.94 Canadian. It might be on sale in the States too. And so you save over $100 for, in my opinion, one of the best wide-angle lenses that you can get on the market. On my channel, I'll link a video here, but actually I ended up going with the Tamron 17-28. Mind you, there's a Sigma that came out 16-28 this year. So there are a lot of like wide-angle options. However, those ones don't go down to 14, so that's why I do like this one. And one last thing I'll say about this 14-24, I really like this lens, but it does have that lens kind of fisheye bubble, so putting a ND filter or CP filter on the front of that is no bueno, not going to work, so you're going to want to tuck that in behind. So just bear that in mind if you do end up picking up this lens. So this here is my trusty 24-70 Sigma lens, and that's why I can recommend these lenses, because honestly, it served me well. I've had it for a year. Nothing but amazing reviews. You get 95% of the lens for a whole lot cheaper. So the build quality is so good on these, and if you are in the market for a wide, 14-24, pretty good deal right now. All right, next up, what I always bring on my trips with me is at least one drone, and this here is the Mavic Air 2. Now, I'm not talking about that one for the sale today. I am actually talking about the successor to it, the Mavic Air 2S. And this one comes in at $11.69 Canadian, which is a really good deal right now for a brand new drone. And you save $100 on that, so I think it's pretty solid. This one here has served me so well, but entering 2023, I'm getting rid of the Mavic Air 2, and I am actually going to be purchasing the Air 2S. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be picking it up on this deal, but seems like a pretty good option. It's a bigger sensor size for the Mavic Air 2S, and color's a whole lot better if you like adjusting color and playing with color in post, specifically putting on your own LUTs. So it has 10-bit color on the Air 2S, and this one here, the Air 2, only has 8-bit color. So I highly recommend that as an option for you guys, and it's on for a really good deal right now. All right, one more DJI drone for you, and this one I highly recommend to people who have never owned a drone before. Oftentimes people will see my videos or my photo on Instagram, and they'll be like, oh my God, I love your drone footage. I really want to get into it. What should I buy? Well, this one is actually on sale, and I do recommend it a lot. It's the Mini 2, and it's the Fly More combo. You're going to want that because you're going to want to get better, and you're not going to want to just bring one battery into the field and then get one flight and go home and charge up. So I highly recommend getting the Fly More combo, and it's only $659, which seems like a steal. So you save $70 on that, which is awesome. And though it's not like the leading model, it's like the Mini 3 just came out, and that thing's a beast. It does vertical video, and it has like this controller you can buy with it. Mind you, it's a little expensive, but you don't need to use your phone. So I love the Mini 2, and if you're just getting in, I wouldn't recommend that you just buy the Mini 3 because it's the latest and greatest. I'd see if you enjoy the hobby first with the Mavic Mini 2. Okay, we are almost done here, but our next product that we are talking about is a trusty GoPro. So I always have one in my bag at all times, and the one that I just showed you is the Hero 7 Black. It was the first one that had like that hyper smooth stabilization. Yes, it's a little bit dated. Yes, I'm going to be upgrading. Don't know if now is the time, but let's talk about the Hero 10 Black for $449 right now, originally from $629. It's still a very capable camera, that one. Crazy. I think it had like a huge megapixel jump for photos, like 23 megapixels, 5.7K. All kinds of frame rates. So I highly recommend the Hero 10 Black, and it's on for a pretty good deal right now. Just got back from a free diving trip in Mexico, brought my Hero 7, totally did the trick, so don't worry about it being like a model behind. Next up, let's talk about constant video lighting. You can see right now the light is hitting my face like a key light on an angle. This is a super cheap Amazon find, and right now I think I paid like $120 for mine. It was a slightly different combo, but you can get a continuous video lighting setup. You get two video lights with soft boxes for $72. And if you're looking to do like a home studio like I have right here, you can see that the windows are highly exposed, and so my face wouldn't look exposed properly. It would look underexposed if I didn't have this video lighting, this constant video lighting. So something like that for $72 if you're looking to get into this, or like YouTube or product photography, that's really cool. I'll also link a video that I made about the continuous video lights that I use, and they're like the cheapest ones available, but they certainly do the trick. Sometimes this flickers a little, but they're cheap, and I think they're fine. So yeah, highly recommend that. All right, and let's finish off here with storage options. So as you see in my hand here, this is the Samsung T5. You can buy, let's have a look here. A lot of these SSDs are on sale for like 12% off right now, and any kind of deal you can get on storage is amazing. Anything you can save on that. So I just got a 2 terabyte SSD. So you can save up to $40 on a bunch of different storage options, depending on if you want the 2 terabyte, 1 terabyte, or 500 gigabyte. So I will link that for you guys right here. And while we're on the topic of storage options, you always need SD cards, and it's a really good idea to pick them up when you can. So right now you have the V30 from SanDisk. 128 gigabyte V30 for $39. You're saving about 30% off. Anytime that I could get some trusted storage options on any kind of a deal, and 30% off is really good, I jump at it just because the holiday seasons are a perfect time to do that, and oftentimes throughout the year you won't see like crazy deals on SSDs and fast enough SD cards. So I'm jumping at that. All right, so with that, I hope you found some new gift ideas for yourself, or maybe for someone in your family who enjoys photography. I'm also going to be doing another video on this for Boxing Day and maybe New Year's. We'll see what kind of deals come about online. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks so much for stopping by the channel, and we will see you in the next one. Matty out. Peace.